You also have to be able to balance this idea of demonstrating a skill and then having ownership of that skill. So who here gets a little bit impatient with their process of developing their game? They hit a couple of shots with the coach, the ball flies the way you want it to, then all of a sudden you go to the first tee and you don't get that result. It's very, very common. I used to be that way as well. Do you guys know what a karate dojo is? Right? Do you guys know what the term dojo means? The dojo is simply a place of learning, just like our practice tee here is a place of learning. And there's a story I read a long time ago, which was really helpful for me, and I think it might be helpful for you. The story was called the Blackbelt mentality. And the way the story goes is that a young boy walks into the dojo, the place of learning, and he asks his master, his karate instructor, he says, "Master, when will I be a black belt?" You know what the master said? He says, "You will never be a black belt." For anyone who would ask that question doesn't have the patience and discipline to do what's required to become a black belt. Powerful stuff, right? So who here has taken karate before, martial arts? Right? In the West, we have this system of belts, right? Everyone starts off with a white belt, and then you demonstrate skill, and they give you another color, and another color, another color, and eventually you kind of go up this ladder of proficiency until you get this black belt, right? Well, guess what? In the East, there is no belt system. You guys know where the term black belt even came from? These white belts, you know what they do? They hold on your uniform, right? It's a white belt, it wraps around you, and it holds your uniform on. And after the hours, days, months, and years of training, that white belt turns to black because it's filthy and it's dirty from all the effort that you put in to your training. So when you walk into the dojo, that's the place of learning. The true black belt walks in there always from what we call the beginner's mind. They walk in, they meet their coach, and they say, "Show me something new today that can take my skill to the next level. Help me learn something that can improve my performance." So it doesn't matter how much they've mastered, they always walk in assuming that they know nothing, because that puts them in the best opportunity to learn. So the true black belt is always trying to turn their belt back to white. So they keep training and learning until the belt that's black and dirty begins to tear and fray, and the white inner cloth is once again revealed. Pretty cool story, right? So the thing with golf is that a lot of times people come out to see me for a golf lesson and they say, "Hey, when do you think I'll be able to break 190 or 80? And the only answer I can give to them is, when you deserve to, right? Same thing with the person who wants to be a black belt. It's a process that takes time. Now, I always expect for you guys to improve immediately. So when you come in, if you're slicing the ball or topping the ball or hooking the ball, right, if you follow my lead within a couple of swings, I believe that ball flight can change in a way that gets you excited. But just because you demonstrate skill doesn't mean you have ownership over that skill. Ownership comes through patience, will, and discipline, right, which is the black belt mentality. So what I want you guys to be able to do is try and find joy within the struggle. Understand you've chosen to play a game that presents a lot of challenges.